What's up, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for another episode of Road to Top 10. In the UU tier, we're back with UU. Now, I know there's been a lot of tier changes. Infernape moving down, Blissey, Goodra, Volcarona, things like that. My team isn't that good to handle everything, in all honesty. I just threw this team together. Really weak to like Specs Hydreigon and like an SD Infernape or something like that. Especially if I don't get up Sticky Web. This team is heavily dependent on Sticky Web, but it looks fun, so I decided that I would, use it. I just literally put 6 mons together. I wanted to use Goodra since it could take +6 Volcarona's Bug Buzz with only 4 Spadef investment and an Assault Vest plus max HP. It only does like 95 max. That's completely crazy. So yeah, thank you everybody for the continued support, the likes, the comments. If you can continue to like the video, it really does help my channel out. And without further ado, let us look for a battle, and I'll close it until we find one, or not. This is the type of team I did not want to face. A fat team with Florges, which I'm really weak to, but I do have Cobalion and like Infernape. But if I get up Sticky Web, looks like the only thing he could do is spin it away. So I'm thinking about leading off with my maybe my Victini, because I can go right for Grass Knot on his Hippo. Then again, Sharpedo isn't bad because I can get off a Destiny Bond right away. I'm probably gonna lead off with Sharpedo, as he ends up leading off with Blastoise. And in all honesty, I want to go right for the Destiny Bond. Let him Aura Sphere me and get rid of me. Get rid of his spinner. So once I get up Sticky Web, it's up for good. So I think that was a good trade-off right there, because now he cannot spin away my Sticky Web. I can get it up and always have it up. So I'm going to go right out into my Shuckle, as he ends up going out to his Lucario. I'm going to go for Encore just in case he wants to try and set up, as he ends up going for the Nasty Plot. And what I'll do is I'll go right for the Sticky Web. I do still have 3 turns of Encore, especially because Shuckle is slower than Lucario. So there will be 3 turns, so I can set up Sticky Web, switch out, and be able to go out to Victini and basically threaten him. So I want to get up my my Sticky Web as quickly as possible. Just going to pause until he decides to make a move. Alright, so he decides to go right for the, he decides to stay in. What I'm going to do is switch directly into my Victini, as I'll be able to hit him with a V-Create, and his Encore will last for 1 more turn. So either he's going to die, or he's going to switch out into Hippowdon, which will not appreciate a V-Create plus a Grass Knot, or even another V-Create. But I'm going to actually choose to go for the Grass Knot as opposed to another V-Create, just because I don't want the speed drop again, and it'll be able to easily knock out Hippowdon. So I prevented his rocks, and I got rid of his spinner. He had to go out to Florges. Not too sure how I agree with that. I do have Cobalion. I could also just go right for the V-Create again, but I believe what I'm going to do is actually go for the U-turn. That way I can get the free switch into Cobalion. This is like a stall breaker sort of Cobalion. Not really, it just says taunt. But he goes for the Moonblast. I do not take that well at all, as what I'll be able to do now is just go right for the Iron Head. I forgot it doesn't resist the Moonblast, but yeah, he ends up going out to Lucario. I really do not want to take a Vacuum Wave. No, I'm pretty sure I could honestly take it, to be honest, but I'm going to go out to Goodra because I am Assault Vest, and I could take this Vacuum Wave with ease. And what I can do is pull a double switch into Victini, predicting his Florges. It's also semi-safe simply because I'm not expecting him to want to stay in to take like a Fire Blast or something. So I go out to Victini, as he ends up pulling the switch into his Florges. And what I can do is go right for the V-Create. I'm definitely going right for V-Create. He sacks his Florges, so that leaves a lot of leeway for basically my Goodra to just put in work on his team. Yeah, Goodra's going to be having a lot of fun. Don't know if I agree with that, but he ends up going out to Infernape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to my Shuckle because I could take any one hit and Encore him if he decides to set up. I end up taking this Flare Blitz reasonably well, and what I can do is just go right for my Stealth Rocks, get those up, pressure any switch that he would like to make, and it'll just basically help me out. I don't think he's SD because he runs Flare Blitz, so yeah, he ends up going for the Flare Blitz once again, as I'll be able to get up my rocks, and afterwards I'll be able to go right out into my Victini and hit him up. So So I'm just gonna go right for the Encore, just in case he is like an SD set. I don't know. I think it's my safest play. This battle is basically going my way, simply because I got rid of Blastoise as early as possible. That's why I like Destiny Bond on Sharpedo. It's pretty cool. As you know, it gets rid of threats. I lose out on coverage, but it helps me out with certain mons. So, do I want Victini to take any extra damage? It doesn't really matter. It won't be taking much. And I do have Cobalion plus my Sableye to like wall his Goodra, or stop it anyway. I'm just gonna go right for the Bolt Strike. He can definitely just switch right out into Goodra if he wanted to preserve it. Though Goodra wouldn't appreciate a V-Create from this thing at all. So he ends up going out to his Goodra now. Probably should have saved it, but then again, I wouldn't appreciate a V-Create. Gonna go for U-Turn. Yeah, that does a hell of a lot. And I'm gonna go out to Sableye, as I can just basically taunt this thing. I don't know if he's Assault Vest or not, but I want to taunt him anyway, that way he can't go for rest. Actually, he looks like he's Assault Vest, so I'll go for the Will-O-Wisp, as he ends up going out to Lucario. Not really too worried about Lucario. I believe I have this game because I can Prankster taunt him, prevent him from setting up, and basically Lucario will be useless. The best thing you can do is go for like, oh my god, I did a lot. Holy crap, even without adaptability, though I am physically defensive, so that makes sense. And I'll just go right for the foul play right here. He's more than likely going to be able to outspeed me because of my investment, but I'll be able to go right out into my Victini, and he's probably just going to go for Vacuum Wave. I'm just going to go for U-Turn just in case he decides not to go for Vacuum Wave, because he would go down to Life Orb. But if I went for U-Turn, I could go right out into my Cobalion and just finish it off with close combat. But it looks like this game is coming to a close. Even though Goodra does resist the V-Create, I don't think after rocks it'll be enough to be able to take it, especially because U-Turn did 30. So we'll see right now. I might just do 45, but yeah, I don't think I can lose this battle. So yeah, ends up knocking him out, and that is going to be a good game. So good first battle. Where are we on the ladder right now? Let me see. We are now 1593. I haven't played since last time, guys. So either decay or maybe I was at that amount of game. So let me just pause until we find another one. So we have found a battle versus a Hail team. He does not have any defog user. Pretty cool team though, so I'll be able to get up my Sticky Web. It actually looks like Trick Room because he has 3 potential mons that can go for Room. So I'll probably just go out into my Shuckle and then go right for the Encore versus anything. This is going to be annoying. Him getting up Toxic Spikes. Probably should have thought about that better. But in any case, I'll be able to go for my Stealth Rocks right here for free. Even if he has like Taunt or something, I do have a Mental Herb, so that will prevent it from working in the first turn. And I'm sorry if I'm lagging just a bit. Showdown is a bit laggy right now, but he ends up going right for the Earth Power though. And what I'm going to do is go right for the Encore just in case he wants to set up his rocks right here. And I'll be able to get up my Sticky Web right after that. Though versus him, I don't really depend on Sticky Web as much. Sharpedo puts in a hell of a lot of work. So he ends up going for the Earth Power once again, as I end up locking him into that. And what I can do is go right for the Sticky Web right here. It's also dependent on a roll, but I'm pretty sure that was a super high roll with his Earth Power, especially because of my EV spread. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get up my Sticky Web right here. Or he gets a crit. So that's a bit unfortunate I don't get up Sticky Web. Not really too dependent on it because, like I said, he looks like Trick Room. I'm going to go right out into Sharpedo, as I do have the Life Orb Hydro Pump. I will be able to knock him out. He has one switching, being Abomasnow. Abomasnow will not appreciate Hydro Pump plus a Dark Pulse, and even Jellicent if he wants to come in predicting my Hydro Pump. I can go for Dark Pulse after that, so not really too worried. I don't have Sticky Web this battle, but I'm not super worried about this. So end up knocking out his Needle King, or Needle Queen rather, that was the girl. As now he ends up going out to Bronzong, and what I want to do is go for the Dark Pulse, because I'm expecting either Rocks or a Trick Room right here. Nothing I can really do to prevent that. Dark Pulse also does have that chance to flinch. He has a Cobra Berry though, as he's able to go for his Trick Room, and well, what I can do is, expecting his Rocks, in all honesty, I want to go for the Dark Pulse. I don't think he would go for Gyro Ball or something like that right there. So I did waste a turn of Trick Room. That's definitely good, as I do have Protect, so I can waste another turn. So not in the worst of positions, definitely not. Abomasnow kind of just comes in and gets kills, but I do have Cobalion, which can take a hit, and Victini as well. So, and to go out to Abomasnow, definitely going to go for Protect right here. Definitely going to go for Protect, even though hail damage is racking up. I want to limit his Trick Room turns, definitely. So, also Cobalion can prevent his Trick Room from his last few users. So, he ends up going right for the Blizzard. And what I'm going to do is, he's probably just going to go for Earthquake right now. Gujar's a safe play if he doesn't end up going for the Earthquake. Also, Gujar's pretty slow, but he will be able to outspeed me. So he did end up going for that Earthquake right there. And what I can do now is go for the Fire Blast. He's definitely going to be able to knock me out with any hit he wants to go for. Earthquake, of course, being his safest play. So he's able to knock me out as Trick Room is going to end, which means I can go right out into Victini and go for the V-Create, in all honesty. V-Create is also going to be lowering my speed, making me faster. I might just have misplayed by going into Victini first because now he kind of gets up his Trick Room, but I don't think it matters because I do have Bolt Strike as well, so I'll be able to go for that on this Jellicent, as it won't be able to live thanks to the hail damage, definitely, and based on that V-Create damage. So I'm gonna go right for the Bolt Strike. Hopefully I hit, as I'm able to knock out his Jellicent, and he only has one Trick Roomer left. He has one Trick Roomer left. He ends up going out to his Heracross. Is this Scarf Cross? Is this Scarf Cross? It has to be Scarf. It's probably like his safe hit. I'm going to go out to Cobalion, as he ends up going for Pursuit. Good play on his part. Really good play. As I'll be able to go out into my Sableye and pull a double into my Cobalion, predicting him to want to go out into his Abomasnow. Now, this looks to be Scarf Heracross. As long as I get off a bit of damage on his Reuniclus, I basically win with Sharpedo because I'll be able to get up a Protect versus anything. So I'm expecting this to be Scarf Heracross, is basically like his little safe haven type of thing right here. So I am expecting a switch from him as he ends up going out to his Reuniclus. Interesting switch by him. Yeah, that doesn't really make much sense to me unless he predicted me to go out into Cobalion. But either way, I'm just going to go right for the taunt right here. He does have Moxie. I really predicted his Abomasnow. I don't think Reuniclus is a safe switch into Sableye at all. The best thing he could do is Shadow Ball. So I'm going to go right for the taunt right here to prevent him from setting up Trick Room if he decides to go for it, as he does. And what I'm going to do is go out into my my Sableye maybe? Yeah, Sableye puts in work right now. I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. Though I could just, yeah, I'm going to go out to Sableye because I'll be able to take a Focus Blast, obviously, or a Psychic. I'll be able to dodge that. He goes for Shadow Ball, though, the safer play, good play on his part. And what I can do is go right for the foul play, and I believe just finish off the game with my Sharpedo once I get off this damage. Doesn't really have a switch in. I'm pretty sure Abomasnow won't be able to take that. So, yeah, he ends up going for the Shadow Ball once again, as what I can do is go right out to my Sharpedo, go right for the Dark Pulse, and I'll be able to knock him out. Dark Pulse will also be able to knock out Abomasnow. After the Stealth Rock damage, I am modest, so I'm definitely going to be able to knock that out. He does not have a switch in, and he kind of, well, he could potentially make a play by going out to Abomasnow, but then yeah, he'll lose if I'm just a regular Sharpedo if he went out to Abomasnow. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to go out to Abomasnow because the best he could do is Ice Shard, so he's probably going to go out to Heracross right here. He doesn't go out to Abomasnow though. I don't know. Let me calc this real quick. Let me calc this. Because I don't want to lose the game because of like a roll or something. You know what? I'm expecting it to be able to knock him out. I am modest max special attack, and the calc is taking too long to come up because I am lagging. Actually, no, I'm going to cancel that. No! Okay, I knocked him out. That's good. That's good. And yeah, because the reason I was iffy about it because he did have the chance to be running max HP. I'll show the calc right after. But because he has Earthquake and because of how much it did, I'm thinking that he was max attack, max special attack. So his last is Heracross. Destiny Bond Sharpedo will be able to take that out. I don't have to worry about Hydro Pump hitting or anything. And that is going to be a good game. So yeah, good game, dude. We are now 16-12. And yeah, let me just show that calc really quickly. I'll be right back with the calc. Alright, so this is what I was worried about, him running max HP. But based on the damage that he did with Earthquake, so if he was running max HP, it would do 37 to 44. But based on the damage that he did with Earthquake, he was more than likely running max attack, and it was a roll. I got a nice roll right there. It's pretty cool. I don't really consider rolls hacks because the entire game is determined by rolls. If a super low roll won't kill, and you get that, you know, I could say, oh wow, I got a low roll, it hacks. But no, not really. It's part of the game. So let's look for another battle, and I'll pause until we find one. Alright, so I found a battle versus a pretty annoying team. Not gonna. Oh, Gudra's oozing. I just noticed that. Not bad. Pretty annoying team. He gets utterly wrecked by by my boy Victini, as well as Taunt Cobalion. Kind of stops things. Just gonna lead off with Shuckle just in case he wants to lead off with Darmanitan. Ends up leading off with Gudra though. Definitely gonna get my rocks first. Hit him with the timer. As he ends up going for Draco. Now, what I want to do is definitely go for my Sticky Web right here. I could take any hit that he wants to go for. As yeah, Fortress is definitely coming out. Wow, I just used definitely like 4 times, including the last one. So I can save Shuckle as Death Fodder. Gonna switch out into my Sableye as he goes right for his rocks. Good play. And what I can do is just go right for the Will-O-Wisp because I want to get off this residual damage as he tries to go for a Volt Switch. Fair play. Fair play, definitely. But me getting off this residual damage with Burn is gonna definitely help. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, me getting off this residual damage with Burn is gonna help me in the long run. There, I took out definitely. I hate when I do that. So he goes out to Gudra. Gudra, is it seeing Specs? Gudra has to be Specs based on the damage it was doing. I'm gonna sack my Shuckle right here to the Specs Draco as he ends up going for Fire Blast. Good play. Good play predicting me to want to go into my Cobalion. That was a good play, but I do have my Gudra that can come in and threaten him with a Draco Meteor. That has to be Specs based on the damage he did to my Shuckle. I'm max special defense, and I'm going to predict him to want to switch out into his Umbreon, so I'm going to go back out into my Cobalion. It's also safe if he's not Specs and I'm being stupid, but that has to be Specs. I'm max special defense Shuckle. I got max HP, nice 240 something HP or 212, I don't know. But expecting him to want to double into his Umbreon right now, and what I can do is either pull another switch into Sharpedo or go right for the safe taunt. I'm thinking Taunt's the best play just in case he wanted to go out to like his Slowbro, which I was expecting, which is why I kind of wanted to double switch into Sharpedo as well, but it didn't work out that way. So I might actually lose this game just because he has some fat Mons. Switching to Gudra, expecting the Scald, and yeah, he does have some super fat Mons. So what I want to do is pull a switch back into my Victini, predicting his Umbreon once again, as he doesn't go into that. And this is where I'm inside. I'm inside right now. I can go for V creates basically for free, and I can follow them up with like Grass Knots if he ends up going out to Slowbro. So he ends up going for the Protect. Choice Band and V create will do a hell of a lot. So I'm kind of not expecting him to want to stay in just to get off of Foul Play. I really am expecting him to want to switch out into Slowbro to take this, but he ends up staying in. If he goes for Foul Play, I don't know how much I agree with that because now Sharpedo comes through his team. But he doesn't go in for that Foul Play, so now I can go right out into Sharpedo and start taking lives with it. It really just wrecks his team, in all honesty. So gonna go right for the Hydro Pump right here, as I'll be able to knock out the Umbreon. Big threat gone, definitely big threat gone. He does have his Gudra still, Specs Gudra, gonna be able to do a lot of work to me. I'm thinking this is either Salt Best or Specs Slowbro, which is honestly a threat. That's I'm kind of thinking it's a threat. But with Umbreon gone, my Gudra has a lot of fun versus his team. Though I'm gonna be at under 50% after Rock, so it's gonna be hard. But he let me weaken and kill his Umbreon, or let it faint. So I'm not in the worst of positions right here. I'm kind of unsure what he's thinking about, as basically Fortress or Gudra is his best switching right now. I don't think Mienshao is good because I do have Protect. If he goes for High Jump Kick, if he goes Scarf, he would be able to, well, he wouldn't be able to outspeed me even if he was Scarf because of Sticky Web. So Gudra is definitely his best switching. Just going to go for Protect to see what move he wants to lock himself into, as this will definitely, use the word again. This will help me make my play after this, so it really depends on what move he wants to go for. I'm just gonna go for Protect. Gonna pause until he decides to make a move. Alright, so he decides to go for Draco Meteor. I'm kind of iffy about what my best play is right here. I could just go right for the Destiny Bond, or I could go for Dark Pulse, predicting him to switch out into Slowbro. But he does have a safe switching with Slowbro if he just stays in and goes for Draco Meteor again. I'm going to go for Dark Pulse because I'll get off enough damage on this Goodra, and if he does decide to double out into Slowbro, that'll be really nice for me. So he's definitely just going to go for the Draco Meteor again. I'm going out to Slowbro. I mean Cobalion. I'm expecting to Draco again. Yeah, so that worked out for me, as what I can do is go for the close combat. He's probably just going to go back out into his Slowbro. I'm going to go for close combat, as he doesn't bring out Slowbro. Now, I'll be inside, though, with my Sharpedo because of this thing going down. So, I have a safe switching, which is my Goodra. Reasonably safe switching. Not necessarily safe, but reasonably safe switching. As he ends up going for the Scald. If he doesn't get a burn, I'm in a great position. Doesn't get the burn. So what I can do now is go for the safe Thunderbolt. It will do a hell of a lot, if not knock out the Slowbro, but I'm pretty sure he's Assault Vest. And he's more than likely just going to sack his Fortress right here. So it's the safest play that I believe I can go for. Could also go for the Fire Blast just to get the Slowbro. Just to get the Fortress if it switches in. I'm pretty sure this will just be the last battle because we're over 20 minutes already. He decides to leave in his Slowbro just to get off some damage with the Ice Beam. Fine by me, as I'll be able to go for the Fire Blast right here. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to switch out into his Fortress as Death Fodder. I don't really want him to use that as like a double switch or something, like some scenario where he can just double switch. So I'm going to go for Fire Blast, expecting him to want to sack Fortress just to look flashy. Pretty sure Thunderbolt would 2-KO it anyway after burn damage, but I look flashy. Nah, that's a stupid play. I'll just go for Thunderbolt again. He's definitely going out to Fortress as fodder. There's no way he's spinning. He can't spin versus anything. So I'm in a good position if he goes out into Fortress. And then after that, I'll probably go out into Darmanitan to try and just go for Flare Blitz. I get a crit, does not matter. I definitely outspeed. I outspeed Fortress anyway. And you know, obviously I would have 2-KO'd regardless. So he didn't go out to Fortress, like I said. Could have just went for Fire Blast to look cool, but I did not. As now he's just gonna go out into his Darmanitan and go for the Flare Blitz most likely. Yeah, he's gonna go for Flare Blitz if he goes out to Darmanitan. And I have a decision to make. Will I go out into my Cobalion as fodder, which I more than likely will, or will I sack my Sableye? Now Sableye helps with his Mienshao, so I really don't want to sack it. Also, if I get off any damage on his, you gonna go out to Goodra? What? So you're just gonna give me the win with my Sharpedo? All right, so I'm just gonna go for Draco. I'll be able to outspeed him because of Sticky Web. Unless he's like Scarf, and I'll be able to knock him out. So yeah, he kind of choked right there. Darmanitan was his safest play. Goodra was one of the few things that could live an attack from my Sharpedo. So I don't agree with that play. That was a misplay on his part. He was definitely Specs, but I guess he doesn't know if I was Specs or not because I ended up going for Thunderbolt again. So that makes sense. He didn't know if I was like Specs or Scarf or anything. So now he's gonna go on to his Sharpedo. I can just go for 2 Thunderbolts right here. 2 Thunderbolts would be able to knock him out. There, Thunderbolt did 43. I'm at -2. 2 Thunderbolts will be able to knock him out. He can't knock me out after that. And I get a paralysis, which is nice for me. So he decides to go for the Psyshock. Well, he's not Specs, so it makes sense. It's a fine play, I guess. It would be able to knock me out, while Ice Beam would not. I get a paralysis, does not matter because Sticky Web, obviously, Slowbro is already slow as hell. And I'm pretty sure I have this game with my Cobalion, but Sharpedo is safer. As now he decides to go out to Mienshao, and I can just Destiny Bond versus that thing. Or I can even just switch out into my Sableye. So I'm just going to go for Protect first, just to see what move he wants to go for, as he decides to go for the U-turn. And what I'm actually going to do is go out into Cobalion, just take that because I'll be able to get off close combat damage on Darmanitan, get off a Protect, and then win from there. So yeah, I'm going to go out to Cobalion. I can get off the close combat damage, get off an easy Protect with my Sharpedo versus his versus him. I don't even want to go for close combat. I just want to go for Iron Head just to get off enough damage to the point where I can knock him out with Sharpedo. I don't want to knock him out or accidentally knock him out. So I get a flinch. Nice. I'm going to taunt just in case he's like sub Salic. I don't want him getting up a sub. I probably should have went for the taunt first anyway, but now I got off enough damage to the point where I can go right into my Sharpedo, go for a safe Protect, and then finish him off with a Dark Pulse. He decides to go out to Mienshao though. Interesting play indeed, but I do have Protect once again, which I'm gonna go for. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Protect once again. That was an interesting play. I probably should have just went right for the Dark Pulse, but I didn't know if he was a Scarf Darmanitan, and even after the speed drop, he would be at neutral speed, and that would be able to outspeed my Sharpedo if he was Jolly natured. So that's why I went for Protect. So I'm gonna go for Protect again as he decides to go for Poison Jab. Okay. And I just win. No, if I go out into Sableye and he goes for U-turn, he basically just, we'll get a tie again because I don't want to go for Hydro Pump. Decisions. I'm not real. I am real. I'm going for Hydro Pump. I just decided last minute I was real. So thankfully Hydro Pump hits. Yeah, I do not want to tie again. So we are now 16-23. Let us check where we are on the ladder. I was looking at the ladder before just to see where I was. 16-20. Ooh, nearing the top 10. We are now number 55 on the ladder. Top 10 is less than 100 points away. So hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Thank you everybody for continuing to watch and supporting my videos. Thank you once again. It really does help my channel out that you're leaving likes, leaving comments. It helps me also. Like, not helps me, but it's nice. It's nice. It's refreshing. So hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, and until next time, later.